on offer, but EP with a 2-3 record over the last. If you haven't watched any of the APL broadcasts as well, quick note that at halftime.
Cairo just holding top of trophy stairs, 2 outside on the rappel window. It is Killerman that finds a second. Great entry from Bailey as well. Swing that shield around, block off trophy stairs, doesn't give the side angle to Cairo. He can't find it, goes for the guard break. No real help coming from the player on the rappel, which is Killer. And he goes down as well. And so suddenly, 2 quick kills back for Enterprise, 3v3, and then Brendo shuts down Wettables. Suddenly, Enterprise has flipped around. Cairo gets rid of Walsh, and after a strong
potentially skill, at least on paper, but still some early promising signs for them. And you know, Prez 1v2 10 seconds, wouldn't rule it out completely. Difficult cross though to break here as he pushes through over towards Piano. Shield still standing, and Cairo swings. Utility required to dislodge these positions, and unfortunately now they're isolated. With Walsh and Bailey down, it takes a big effort here from Killerman, and he's able to find the shot over towards Library. Second lands as well. Jigsaw caught out over towards Box, but Killerman
rounds. The concern for me though is still Cairo. How do you go and deal with him? Got a smoke available for Wettables. As the time starts to dwindle though, and he does push down Library. It's Cairo, gun up, SMG in hand, finds the kill. And Killerman now in the 1v3. Jigsaw calling Killerman the beta of the team. To be fair, he's got 4 kills, and he got them, well, the 2 kills in this round. And Bappin just tucked in towards games. 3 players outside the window. And he gets caught on an angle. Nicely done from Bailey. That's over towards Fireplace. Opt to go direct. Not a lot of time remaining in the round, so the ability to pivot and go for something different, not really there. Straight into dining from the breach. Will there be any denial from above? Duhan has been able to spot that the plant's going down behind the bomb chassis, and from above, indeed, Jigsaw finds the kill onto Wettables. That's Kit on the ground, but it's a 3v2 until Duhan hits the headshot onto Walsh. Prez going for the plant. Impact thrown. Bailey good headshot though onto Duhan. 1v1 against Brendo for Bailey. Picks up the kit. He has to now stick it, but there's no time. Easy for Brendo to just walk up, find this kill. 3-0 to Enterprise. It's just opting to fall back. Does give up this solar space now to Barbie Boys. Spots the gun barrel outside window. Well, also you got to be careful. Now, you already had a couple of shots poked your way, and then overexposes himself, and then with the drop, Duhan now can get aggressive and try and push him behind them. As they've taken this solar space, Duhan's aware of this, and will now go hunting from Trophy, and puts Bailey in a very awkward position. And Duhan then caught out Prez. I believe that was West Main. Bappin gets rid of Wettables. Bailey in the 1v2. Winnable on the side. They've been close. But Barbie Boys are always finding themselves in this position. Bailey, can he force the 1v1? Has the yellow ping information. Can't get rid of...
I would imagine. Could be wrong. Oh, Bappin's looking sharp this afternoon. This is the back
over towards Mud. 60 seconds. And you do have Brendo, who is low, but it is Duhan again who gets active. Held his position at that game's window. Wettables falls, can't get out of Mud Room. This might be the most dominant round. It just spells bad news. I was trying to force something. There's a chance. Brando's sharper, cleaner, far more experienced. Hits the headshot. We might be... Boys have been competitive at times. You know, the 5-0 scoreline is very much true to reality. That's a lovely angle from Killerman. He started very hot after the first 2 rounds. Trade immediately from Bappin, and the follow-up on the Walsh. Bappin goes to 7 kills.
Prez does fight back though, so a 3-3 midpoint of the round, but Wettables falls. It's a 0-6 half for Wettables. And Prez's position is well and truly known. Bailey will need to try and link up and help out, but he's too late. Cairo nets that kill. Bailey caught as well. Well, I thought was caught, but Brendo falls, but now 1 HP. About to hit the grave, and EP about to equalize, about to win out this.
Saying to the guys whatever needs to be said. I don't know what he was saying, because like, hey, it's a best of 3. We got to start performing better. If we win 2 or 3. Bappin getting to work from below and dining on the Deimos, which you didn't really see a lot from in the first half. Bappin finds the opening kill onto Walsh. Good trade by... Minute left, 4v4. Cairo on the Monty. Pushing deep through Piano. They lose the smoke. Killerman down. Pistol out from Cairo. Good time. He knew the shots were going over the shoulder to his teammate. And indeed, this is done. 7-0. That took 23 minutes. Enterprise take the opening map here on Chalet. Very rarely, in fact, I don't actually know if I've ever been a part of one on the board. Again, like mid-round action, like if you look at the set back by the Shamika launcher, 15 seconds left, still a gas babe in hand for Brendo, still got Zoto canisters, they've just completely ran out of time. They're just flamed out. They can't even walk through. The time may actually, like at this point, it's run into the gas and the flames and die, which is what we're about to see, and we are seeing, or just sit in server and the time runs out anyway. That is an absolutely strong defense from Enterprise. Straight up win some gunfights the way that we just saw. Wedable's getting rid of Brendo. You saw Kara took some damage. Jigsaw gets rid of Prez.
Yeah, that hurts. Well, losing the Sensu tool now makes it quite challenging.
Enterprise just have to play this compact and structurally. Or you can just run around on site and just kill everyone. Yeah, I mean, the round's done. No, at least it should be. Well, Thorn's going to push Wedables out into the open, uncomfortable position. Good play.
They have Barbie Boys' number, especially in the confidence department at the moment. Oh, jump out attempt. Okay, that was maybe a little bit too much from Tuhan. Gives a freebie across to Barbie Boys. We'll see now if they can actually convert.
Almost got the kill, though.
That too has been a problem. Almost, yeah. Oh, there you go, finished off. Okay, well, that takes away the...
Finished off. Wedables trying to find an angle here over towards top square. Now pushing Janitor hallway. Brendo's going to actually find a kill onto Prez, and that's still with Killerman on the floor. Contact between Brendo and Walsh. Walsh will go down to Bap, and they've just got numbers everywhere. Wedables will get the trade. Should be aware of this advantage.
Yeah, Wedables has found a little bit more form here on map 2. Didn't net a single kill back on Chalet. 0-7 scoreline.
Yeah, 3 rounds in the books, 3 straight for Enterprise. Well, technically 10 straight.
So the blitz to be deployed here from Barbie Boys round 4. Bailey will be looking to create space off that and kill him, man. Well, he's looking to lurk over towards the lobby, but Bappin has
in the region. His name is not out of place on this roster at all. As Walsh gets on the board, his first kill here on Bank. Bappin, great angle though onto the unsuspecting Bailey. The blitz will go down. Great advantage again acquired for Enterprise. Bappin close towards Tellers. Feels like he's getting pressured from multiple angles because he indeed is. Good swing from Prez. They had one main stairs, one pushing close, and Prez slipped in through archives as well. Jigsaw gets involved. He's 6-1. Brendo gets rid of Prez. The trades were quick.
Boys continues for EP. 20 seconds on the clock, and unfortunately, I think he's fairly futile at this point.
That's still something that a lot of other teams in the region can't say, because these 5 have been on the most dominating teams that always take the spots. Yeah. It's been a rough game for Gilliman. Oh, Tuhan getting burned alive as Prez finds the kill. And they know full well in the back of their minds that this series is pretty much done, but you've just got to try and find a way to believe as Wedables continues his strong form on Bank. Gets rid of Cairo. They've got the advantage. But these rounds, they were the ones that they still were dropping on Chalet. Bap, and what a swing. Walsh wasn't ready. Welcome to the big leagues. It's not quite ranked. But Jigsaw goes down to Bailey. Keeps this goes down immediately, even with the RU. Doesn't stop the bullets. The Razor Bloom to finish him off. And Bappin holding towards the hallway means they've got to just try and force Barbie Boys into sight. They've got them surrounded. Bailey goes down top square. Oh, Bappin. The thing with Siege, the clock is actually... Hang on. Oh, Jigsaw tried to get very aggressive. Tried to go these attacks on site. Oh, that's a lovely slip in from Killerman to catch out Tuhan. Thought he had good space. Bappin, though, for the rear grass. The flank here could be detrimental to Barbie Boys.
Clean shot. Looks for the follow-up, but Walsh able to land.
He doesn't have to overextend.
No.
Yeah.
He can just relax a little bit. 10 seconds.
Good hold as well from Brendo on site. Now the defense of Bank. Credit, though, that they were able to get the win, because honestly, it was looking like that 14-0 a lot. Hence why teams like to scrim the best teams so that they can learn from them. Oh, that's just wonderful. Wonderful pressure onto Bailey. Killerman, though, really good response to hit the headshot on.
Oh, he's goes out. Does Cairo fall? No, Cairo's still alive.
What?
Cairo's still alive, but does get forced off, stunned off. Good work.
Edibles.
Smoke eventually does, in fact, land, and it quickly flips to a 4v2.
Yeah, that was big from Wettables on the Echo, because the first gas babe from Prez didn't connect, and Cairo then would have been able to get that plant down before the second gas babe got to him. But on the Yokai, Wettables was able to deny. He was just sitting back corner. You can see where the kit currently is, and this should be 2 rounds straight for Barbie Boys. There's only 15 seconds left, and it's not the kind of round where you can actually just go and kill everyone quickly. As great a fraggers as Jigsaw and Bappen are, that kit really does need to go down. You can just stay tucked in there, don't need a challenge. Others can then come
to exploit that and actually capitalize upon that position. A couple of frag grenades are being deployed. As elsewhere, a pick found on Rappel from 2 Hunt. Down below, Jigsaw in the thick of it. 1 HP, 4 targets available, but can't really aggress. Yeah,
lovely from Walsh. Just went prone, repositioned in the middle of the doorway, and Jigsaw was not expecting it. Thought he would have backtracked back in towards site. A full flash on to Bailey on the clash. Doesn't matter, shield up. Brendo found the kill on the Wettables. Fine a second, immediately then onto Prez. Bappin gets involved, and Enterprise suddenly are able to overwhelm Barbie Boys into the round. This will be their first attacking round. Left a little bit of work to be done then by his teammates. Walsh has certainly been more impactful here on Bank. Now 7-7 after losing the opening battle to Jigsaw. And now they're pushing towards site as Enterprise just want to get this one done and dusted. Complete overwhelm. Bailey, bullied by Cairo, can get the plant down towards default. Killerman above in square. Prez can't really do a whole lot. That got shot out anyway. And with the plant down into the post-plant scenario for Prez and Killerman, 2v4. Brendo finds the head of Killerman. Prez by himself in open area, and this one is done. 7-0, 7-2. Clean sweep beatdown from Enterprise to kickstart their campaign in the O's kickoffs.
Well, we didn't quite get the 14-0, but to be fair, EP not mark this new look roster looking deadly here in their first match of 2026. And the sky really does feel like a limit for this particular